Apple Podcasts, Spotify, SoundCloud, whatever podcast you're listening to. This is the Michael vs. Marvelous podcast, episode 134. It's live on YouTube, and it's like on those apps that I said. I wanted to do this because I wanted to give people the feel for seeing my face doing the podcast and also hearing it, because there's some people that be like, hey, I'd rather watch the podcast than listen. I'm like, that's cool. Then I got fans who's like, I'd rather listen than watch. And today I'm double cupping it. Two cups. You never know what's in the cup. Let's go. Got hair in my mouth. Okay, what's this? It's about to be a good one. So with the intro, normally I do the headphones on, microphone on, sexy voice activate, like what it do. I'm still gonna do that because I know it'll be some people that email me and be like, hey, I watched the video, you didn't say it. How come you didn't say it on the podcast? I mean, I got some pretty loyal listeners, and in the back you can see those hats. Get yourself one of those. And I got the YouTube popping one of the reaction videos that I did. It's in the back. They can't copyright me on that one. So got the brand stuff is still popping. Still, I keep saying I'm putting it out, but I'm gonna put it out. It's just I gotta take my time. I don't want to rush anything. I want to make sure that I got the right pre-orders and the right people. I hate when that happen. The right people that's ready for them. So that'll be up soon. What else I got? I'm back in the gym, pumping iron. Woo! I'm sore as all outdoors. Day 7. Body hurt. But there's no time to whine. No time to complain about, oh, I'm in pain. I gotta lose these pounds. I said it go. I'm committed. So there's no need to be crying. I'm doing live shows. The live shows, like for all those who know, I started off in the radio. That's how I got into where I'm at now. So I started on the radio. I used to have a show called Growing Sexy in the Love Shack. It was a pretty dope show. So I'm gonna get back to doing that. So like, if you follow, all that is in the description below. My Instagram, Mike vs. Marvelous Podcast. I'll be posting pretty much everything on there. Like I got a Twitcher. And it's Twitch, and I'm gonna just be streaming it straight from there. I haven't decided what day I'm gonna do it, but I'm excited to do that, because guess what? When I do that, no one can say I'm copyrighting or stealing their music, because I can just play it off of there, and y'all can come in, y'all can chat with me, y'all can talk to me, and we can do all that fun stuff and be interactive. Because like I said, that's what I do, is I interact with people. People email me, tell me to talk about certain things. I type it up. I do the same thing, like I post it online, like the behind the scenes of what I do, for people can get a clear cut understanding of what I do, because people always be like, what you do? Well, there you go. You have it. Even though I don't really like doing that, because I'm a very private person, I really don't like to let a lot of people into my world when I'm in this world, because like I said, I don't know your motives. Michael is the one who's all the trust issue. When I'm in marvelous mode, woo! I'm with it. But so I'm super excited about being back in the gym. I'm super excited about the brand. I'm super excited about I'm about to start doing more like when I do the podcast, more show my face, more, but still put them on those other things. Like I try to tell my loyal people, I'm not gonna take it away. Don't think like, oh, you're gonna take your. I'm not doing that. I'm just doing both. So when I put out an episode, it's here, because that was supposed to be my initial thing, but then I just went back to focusing strictly on what the listeners wanted, and they wanted me to do it strictly on a podcast format. But now that really wasn't the move. Quote of the week. Let me get that pulled up. The quote of the week is, I just said it. Okay. From Kobe Bryant. RP to Kobe Bryant. The most important thing is to try and to inspire people so they can be great, whatever they want to do. I seen that quote. It stuck to me because everybody always calls me Positive Mike, Positive Marv, because I always want to be positive. I always want to motivate people and don't want to be not trying to help people get to where they want to be. I just feel like because I don't have some great people motivate me along the way, especially in this radio, this media thing, who like they motivated me. And it's a lot of people that want to get into this world and want to do this, and I just want to motivate them. And I just want to be positive. I try to wake up every day and be positive. Some days I do wake up and be like, F all that. Like I don't want to do anything. But for the most part, I try to be positive and uplift people. And that's why when I seen that quote, is I just want everybody to be the best at whatever they do. Like whatever you do, if it's riding a bike, try to be the best person. If it's doing nails, try to do that. Like I just want everybody to be great, and that's how I look at it. So that was my quote of the week, was from the late great Kobe Bryant, 824. What else is it? News talk. Coronavirus is in Seattle. That's crazy. I just heard that it's in Oregon. I was somewhere else I heard. Like y'all know, if y'all pay attention to me, I don't watch the news. Like the news scare me. But lately I've been watching the news. Like I said in my last podcast episode, all that in the description below. I think it's a pretty dope podcast if you ask me. But I can be biased. But I don't really watch the news because it creeps me out. It wears me out. Makes me scared. I'd rather it happen than I read about it and I see it. But if I spend all my day, every day watching the news, that's not a good look for me. So yeah. Then I see that people say that they're not drinking Coronas because of the coronavirus. I'm like, man, y'all are tripping. I thought it's from people that was traveling out of the country. Like I haven't traveled out of the country. Like I'm a germaphobe anyway. Like when people cough and sneeze and all that, I'd be like, hey bro, bag that shit up, bro. Go over there. Like what we doing? Like, I'll be coughing over here with all the germs and all that. So it's pretty scary though. Like I'm not gonna sit up here in front and act like, oh, it's not. I'm not nervous about it, but I'm definitely not like gonna like stress myself out about it and be like, oh, I gotta watch everybody that come around me. So if someone comes around me, I need to just be like covering up my face and acting weird. Like I'm not gonna do that, but. Maybe I need to just educate myself more, y'all. Let me know in my DMs, in the description below. Like comment down low. Tell me if I should look into it. If it's really that serious, and I should be afraid. What else? Still been watching the president's debates. Bernie Sanders. I think it's tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow he'll have Chuck D and Public Enemy, but I'm gonna talk about that when I do my hip hop. Well, hip hop talk is good transition, Marv. Good transition. You got it, baby. So this Chuck D said that it happens. See, it's what happened when I be putting stuff down. So Democrat president, a guy he's a Democrat, Tom Sear. He was backing that thing up to Juvenile. Juvenile had him out. He was backing that thing up. I thought it was super funny. Like I was dying laughing because he was really trying to back that thing up. And I was like, man, if this old ass man don't sit his ass down backing that thing up. But like I said, a lot of them Democrat that they want to go into the African American community. They want to get us black folks, us brown folks, people of color to vote for him. So I mean, I ain't knocking him, but it was funny. But back to hip hop talk. Chuck D says that Flavor Flav would rather dance with money than talk about politics, which is true. We all know Flavor Flav is all about the money. But he had Flavor of Love. He was in it with the one tall Russian chick that was from Rocky. I mean, Flavor Flav. I don't even know why he's still in the group. Like, let that man go, man. You Chuck D and Terminator X. Y'all just keep on rocking it out. But I think that's dope that they're doing something with Bernie Sanders, because I mean Bernie Sanders is a man. You know what I'm saying? Like at first, oh look, one dope podcast. You see it over there. That's nice. So with that, I think Bernie got a good shot. But I mean, if you're going up against Elizabeth Warren, she gonna get him. He next. Just like she got Bloomberg. she planning something up for Bernie Sanders. I can sense it, I can smell it. But I feel like yeah, the one that'll probably get the nod will be Bernie. But I mean anything can happen in politics. So I talked about New Music Week. Lil Baby dropped. G Herbo. Party Next Door got a new album dropping in March. Called Party Next Door. Party Mobile. I'm excited for that. It's certain artists that I can just listen to all the time, but then it's something about them that makes like his music makes me kind of want to be like what I talked about in the last video. That'll be in the description below. Is me, he make me want to be toxic. He make me want to get on the phone and call up people and just be like, oh, I miss you. When I know good well and hell I shouldn't be dealing with them people, but his music be on that, because at his music he talks about being a fuck boy and then trying to do things the right way and get back right with the chick. And this new song he dropped, I really like that song. I've been listening to that since it's dropped. Haven't listened to the Lil Baby yet because I'm gonna try to do a reaction video on my YouTube and probably gonna get flagged, probably gonna get copyrighted, but I'm gonna try. So that's gonna be when I listen to it. When I listen to the Lil Baby album, it'll be live reaction before I can give a reaction on that, because I like Lil Baby, so I'm pretty sure from what people are saying that the album is dope. So I'm pretty sure I'll be A1, yo. G Herbo, what is it? PSTD. I haven't really listened to him in a while. He got some cool tracks, but a lot of people been saying that's good, so I'm gonna give that a listen too. But the songs like I was listening to was Party Next Door, Sports Talk. You know, the NBA, Lakers. I got the Lakers and the Celtics in the final. My Timberwolves ain't doing nothing. They might as well sit around and get a lottery pick because they ain't going nowhere. We do got D'Angelo Russell. That's a good look. Him and Karl Anthony Towns. We need to get that boy D Booker. Then we have a big three in Minnesota. What else? March Madness. That's popping in the high school basketball tournaments and stuff like that's popping. I've been looking deep into Minnesota because high school tournaments back in Minnesota be lit. Like that, if that was one thing I wish I would be there when it's time for state, especially the games where they play at the Target Center. Them games be live, y'all. I can't even sit up in front. Them games be super live. But March Madness, I got my Final Four picks. We was talking about this at work. I got San Diego State. I got Kansas. I got Baylor, and I got Gonzaga. And my dark horse that I got to make some noise, I was gonna ride with Michigan State or Kentucky, but Michigan is legit. They be balling. Juwan Howard got them balling. But yeah, so that's my Final Four picks: is San Diego State, Kansas. So San Diego State, Kansas, Gonzaga, and who did I say? I don't know. Did I say Baylor? I just forgot that fast. But like I said, it could go either way with that, because so many teams began crack. Number one seeds began cracked by the next team on them. It's Dayton. Dayton is another one of those dark horse teams that been balling. What else I got on there? Like I said, the March Madness in the NBA, the XFL. I still rock with that. A lot of people having mixed signals on it, but me, I like it. I think it's pretty dope. I just, it should have came right at like the summertime, because right after the Super Bowl, I don't think nobody really want to watch football like that, because you're still just watching all these weeks of football. But like I said, I still like it though. I wish that Minnesota had a team for people that don't make it to the NFL can play in that league. I think that'd be pretty dope. What else we got? My music of the week. Anne Marie, Somebody's Up There. That's a song. It's an old song. She dropped this album like 2007. It was a Japan album, but it never came out in America, so we never got it. And the only reason why I found it because it just popped up one time on YouTube. No, back in the day in Minnesota, it came up on like Sirius XM, and I was like, "Ooh, I like this jam." So I wrote it down with my lame ass. I wrote it down, and I looked it up on YouTube, and then I've been listening to that. Brandy, Full Moon. I'm a big Brandy fan. I love all Brandy songs, like Sitting Up in My Room. He Is, like, I used to try to like emulate like he is and be like she is, but didn't want to say he is because I don't swing that way. Whatever the case may be. Janet Jackson, of course. You know, Janet Jackson got to always be in my rotation. I love Janet Jackson. All right. What have you done for me lately? I get so lonely. I mean, what I listen to on a week is I listen to a lot of old school R&B. Like people be laughing at me because it's like when I talk to my sister, she be like, "You listening to that old ass music, bro?" And I be like, "Sis, you listen to the same old ass shit. You listen to old school rap. You still stuck in the past too. Like my sister, I remember my grandma used to always listen to Roberta Flack. It was like some not this summer, but the summer before we was all in Minnesota, and she was playing Roberta Flack, and Roberta Flack had like a song, y'all. I can't make this up. It was like 11 minutes, but it was a banger, and I was just sitting there like. That's why I said that's how we was born. Like I'm like these long ass songs is the reason why a lot of us 80s and 90s babies were born because our parents had these 12-minute songs. That 12-minute song going to the next song that's like 8 minutes. I'm like, damn, she's been singing for 12 minutes. Chorus, all that. I'm like, man, you don't sit your old ass down somewhere. I'm Roberta Flack. So my sister put me on that. Social media talk. Of course, y'all know I love TikTok. I said I wasn't gonna do it for a while, but every time I get on TikTok, I'll be on there for at least an hour or two, just looking at videos. And everybody keeps saying like, "Yo, Marv, you should do it." I'm like, I mean, I know I'm funny, but I don't. If you see me dance, I dance the way I dance. I got my own rhythm. I don't really dance on beat, but I mean, I'm kind of on beat, but I dance the way that I dance. But I'm like. It's like you asking me to go out there and try to be on beat or what? How they do it? They be what? I don't even know how to do this shit. Like, excuse my language, but I'm like, so it's kind of hard for me to articulate what they're doing because I be looking at some of them. I'm like, how are they on beat? Because they look goofy as shit. Like. I be watching some of them, especially the top ones that got the top billions, and I be like, bro, I know for a fact they can't dance, but then I found out some of them are dancers, so let me stop hating and let me shut my old self up. I'm just mad because I can't do what they do, but yeah, so definitely, I definitely rock with the TikTok, of course, Instagram, Mike versus Marvelous. Podcast. Go check that out. And follow me. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, show your boys some love. You know what I mean? I've been showing love. I want people to show me a little bit of love. You know, but I am thankful for the people that rock with me, the people that tell me that they like my podcast, that they like the way that I formatted it now, the way that I'm showing them what I'm doing, the way that I took the feedback that people gave me and I did it instead of being like, nope, it's my way or the highway. I'm not listening to nobody and stuff like that. I actually listen to people. In 2020, I told myself I was gonna listen to people and not be so prideful and not feel like I have it all, because I don't. I need help with a lot of stuff. There's a lot of stuff as far as this brand that I need help with, and I'm finally letting people in that I trust. If I don't trust you, don't even waste our time, because we ain't gonna get nowhere. What else we got there? I'll do that. Oh, that's last. So the ending. I was gonna call it. Make sure. I was gonna call it PSTD. PSTD dating. But then I had to realize that it was another thing that a lot of people hit me up, and it was like how to stop fear from screwing up great relationships in 2020. And what I mean by that is that the way to have true intimacy, to be intimate with people, you got to let someone in. And I struggle with that. I know a lot of people personally that struggle with the same thing. It's like, if you've been hurt and you've been through a lot in your life, and you have seen a lot of hurtful stuff and heartbreak and stuff like that, then you get into relationships and you tend to, well, I'm speaking for me, I will tend to just think like, when is this gonna go south? When is things are gonna go bad when they look good right now? They feel good. Everything's honeymoon stage and stuff like that. So what I used to do is I used to just let my fear get in the way. Like I always tell a lot of people, and I think I've said this a million and one times, and I'm gonna get back to what I'm saying. I mean, I lost my mom at a young age, so my trust issues have always been like that with women. Like, damn, like, are you gonna leave me? Like, are you like, am I gonna get super attached and all of a sudden like you just leave me and walk away from me? So I think about that a lot, and that's when I used to have the fear. But then, you know, seeing my therapist and talking to my therapist a lot, she just always told me to practice being vulnerable. And I tell everybody, if you listen to the podcast, if you watch the YouTube, if you see anything that I do, I'm vulnerable. But it wasn't always like this. It took me a while. It took me a while to even get this way. I used to hate it. I used to hate the fact that I was talking about my mental health, that I was talking about things that happened to me in relationships and things that happened to me in my childhood. Like, I hated doing that because I always felt like it was a way to open up the door for people can scrutinize me, to make fun of me, like, oh, you big punk, you big sensitive, you got mental health, that you're sick, you're weird, like stuff like that. I just think about stuff like that because of certain things that I was put in, like, oh, you're sensitive, or I never dealt with somebody that expressed herself and all that. And it took me back to my childhood when my grandma used to tell me, boy, you better get up, you better stop crying. Which I know my grandma probably listening, you know, she's a big fan. But it was stuff like that where if I'm in a relationship and I'm telling you I'm having a bad day, don't make me feel that it's not okay for me to express myself. And I talked about this many a times. So when it made me, before I tried to be vulnerable back in the past in relationships and it came back. Now I'm super vulnerable. I practice it because I know all new relationships are dealing with people. You're always going to be nervous. You're going to always be like, man, this is too good to be true and all that. And I see that so much with women these days, that they ruin good relationships because they're not used to someone being a breath of fresh air. It's sometimes, like I tell people, sometimes it might be your season to win. It might be your season to win. So, you know, you got yourself a good person, a good man. Like, embrace it. Don't feel like you have to ruin that because of fear and anxiety of thinking like, oh, this happened before, so it's gonna happen again. No, we all have to practice being vulnerable with dating. I speak for myself. I think I can speak for everyone else. I think everyone else watching this video, that's listening to this podcast, will agree with me that if you have fear and anxiety when dating people because of past trauma, past things that happened to you in your past, you have to practice being vulnerable. You have to. If you don't practice being vulnerable, you're gonna ruin a good relationship and you're gonna wind up being by yourself. Clearly communicate your expectations. Don't just have these expectations in your head. Communicate them, and just don't expect your partner to know your expectations, because at the end of the day, I always tell people, I'm not a mind reader. You can't read my mind, I can't read your mind. We have to communicate the expectations, what we want. We can't communicate them when we're upset. Communicate them all the time, like, hey, this is what I want, these are my expectations, this is what I want to happen, this is what I don't want to happen. Because with me, some people say I got rules. I don't have rules. It's just expectations. Like, respect me. Don't treat me like shit. Don't stun on me. Don't make fun of me when I'm telling them I'm having a bad day. Just simple stuff like that. Handle me with care. Don't try to think fighting is the answer with me, because it's not. I don't like to fight. I didn't grow up in a household with my grandma, my grandpa fighting. I didn't see that. Now with my aunts and my uncles and my cousins and stuff like that, that's a different story. But in my household, I didn't see that. So when people take me running as like I'm trying to like that I'm doing it. No, that's just because shit. That's what I know. Because if you want to sit and you want to tangle, as my bros that's watching to tell you, you want a 212, you want to rap a taste, we could do it. Be able to handle it because I got a mouth. My mouth can be very slick. You know, I'm not gonna disrespect you. I mean, I might say a couple things. You know, I don't call a couple people clowns and stuff like that, which I'm not happy about. But sometimes my emotions do get the best of me. I'm not perfect. I am human. I have said to women, shut the fuck up, like, but not calling the B word or other words like that. But I have call some people some clowns and said shut up and stuff like that. I own up to that. I do apologize for that. But sometimes you know accept that you can't control everything your partner does. Um, I think a lot of people feel like they want to try to control their partner, what they're doing. Like you can't control. If somebody's gonna cheat, they're gonna cheat. If they want to do this, they're gonna do that. Stop trying to put so much energy into that. You're stressing yourself out, trying to just know what they're doing. Like, stop always thinking your man or your woman cheating. Hey, sometimes we gotta let the insecurity go. Insecurity is a number one relationship killer. And like I said, that all ties back into how you was treated in your past. If you got cheated on, if a guy cheated on you, if a girl cheated on you, vice versa, you 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 you're prone to want to control what your significant other is doing when they're not around you. You want to know their every moves. You go dig and you go looking for things because of your past. And like I said, sometimes we all have to do this. We gotta talk about our anxieties, and we have to express it. Talk about it and express it to your partner. Let your partner know what's going on, that you're having doubts, but be mindful with the way you approach them. Because if you come at them rah 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 rah, like I feel this way, I feel like it's too good to be true, rah rah. Excuse me. 9 times out of 10, they're gonna be like, whoa, bag it up. Let's simmer down. Like you're a little piped up here. Bring it down a notch. Like I said, just talk about your anxiety and express it with your partner, and don't just come rah 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 or full blown, full throttle at them and stuff like that. Just create some rules of engagements for arguments. I feel like all couples gonna have disagreements. All couples gonna fight, but we have to create some rules of engagement of arguments. You can't just go in and just be saying hurtful things and having like I've said to people, like you have a template of when things don't go your way, you just start to list off things that when it don't go your way, you start listing off all these things. Like, can't be like that. Set up rules. Talk about like, hey, when we have an argument about this, we got to do X, Y, and Z. When we have an argument about this, it got to be X, Y, and Z. You just have to be setting those rules, because if you don't set rules, it's gonna be World War III. Trust me, living proof of it. Been there, done it. I blow up like a ticking time bomb instantly. Can be the nicest person in the world, but if we don't have rules and you just coming at me, questioning me as a person, talking about like, oh, I feel this way, hey, I am who I am. I stand on who I am. I tell people, what you see is what you get. I won't be out here make you look like boo boo the fool. If I'm with you, I'm with you. If I'm not with you, can't worry about what I'm doing. But if I'm with you, I'm with you. I've never been the person to just be trying to entertain people, because I know what that feeling feel like, being like getting played. I'm good. If I don't want your butt, I tell you straight up, keep it moving, go that way, whatever you want to do. But yeah, so just make sure we create rules of engagements with your partners, and like I said, everything could be a-okay. But like I said, it happens a lot. It's a lot of people that's out here that that their anxiety ruins, and their anxiety and fears ruins so many relationships. It's sad. Like, and I see a lot of people doing it, and then they wonder why they're still by themselves, because every time they get someone good in their life, they push them away. I'm victim of that. I don't push a lot of great people away. Some, I would say some, made was it was kind of like I had to do it with some that kind of created for themselves. You feel what I'm saying? Like if it comes a point where you can only handle so much. When you saying like, oh man, like a guy did this, a guy did that to me, a girl did this or whatever. When you doing that, and then when you get something good and you ruin it on purpose, then I like to tend to think, like I said in the last video, maybe you might be the toxic one. Maybe you might need to do some self-evaluation on yourself, because like I said a lot. I ain't trying to like go too much in detail, because the people that listen to probably like, he's talking about me. But be more mindful and stop thinking because of what happened to you in your past is gonna happen to you in the future. It's a lot. I can go on and on. Like so many emails I get about that women say they push men away because of their past. That it feels too good to be true. Like I said, maybe it's your time to win. Maybe it's your time that the man above giving you a good man, a future husband, and just embrace that. Just like with the men. Maybe God put a good woman in your life, and we need to embrace it and stop thinking like, oh, maybe she might be a fuck girl down the line. Maybe she you gotta stop doing that. But like I said, it's in. I gotta do my shout outs. Regularmom007.com. Go check her out. Disney in the City. She dropped her first vlog today. It was dope. Disney, you need to put make a page, make a IG page or something like that for I can tell the people where to go. But Disney in the City, I'm proud of Disney. This is gonna be on an episode. I'm writing up what we're gonna talk about. Both from Minnesota, and we doing that. Like she rocks with me. She really rocks with me. I appreciate Disney, so I gotta always make sure I show love. ShopElzora.com. Go check them out. Karen.3 Boutique. If you want to get the jewelry, you want to get all bedazzled up, you want to look nice. She's also a stylist too. Get you fly. I mean, she ain't style me because I'm Dougie. I don't need nobody style me. I mean, I style myself. I can style her. I mean, to be honest. Photogenicmn.com. What else? The Marvelous Network. My network. Go support that. I gotta shout us out. Of course, the Marvelous versus the Michael versus Marvelous YouTube. What you're watching. And, I talk about it a lot. And shout out to the people that's been listening and hitting that subscribe button and coming over and rocking with your boy. Like I said, man, the sky's the limit for me and my brand. I just got to be more consistent and start letting more people in my my circle of trust. And stop thinking everybody going to be out to get me. They have to help me. Like I said, I want to thank you all for watching, listening, going on this little fiasco with your boy. One dope podcast. You see it, Michael versus Marvelous. But yeah, like I said, man, I'm having fun. Like I was thinking about just doing this, like doing 134, then turn right back around and dropping 135, but then putting out tomorrow, Monday, because I'm having fun. The podcast, I'm back in that fun mode. Because y'all are loving it. Like I said, I feed off of the energy that y'all give me. The energy y'all been giving me has been dope as ever. So it's why I've been so consistent with it and so boom, like with that, because y'all support me. I'll say, man, I feel marvelous. It's Michael vs. Marvelous YouTube channel, Michael vs. Marvelous podcast. All this stuff is in the description below. Make sure y'all go support the people that I said, Regular Mom 007, Disney in the City, Karen Theory, Shop Elzora, Photogenicmm.com. Y'all know me, the Marvelous Network. Like I said, man, if you support me, hit me up. I'll promote your brand. I'll support your brand. I'll make sure your brand be heard, because I do got a little fan base on this podcast. I tend to think I got a couple people that rock with your boy and like what your boy's doing. So like I said, but you got to show me some love first before I show you love. I can't just show you love. You're not doing the same in return. And the moment that the people that I'm supporting, I feel like they not support me, showing me love, I stop supporting them. I still rock with their brands. Don't get me wrong. I still promote to people outside it. But as far as me sending on my platform, I wouldn't do it.